Where to begin? When I was a kid, I had a pottery wheel. Like, it was just a kid pottery wheel. It wasn't anything real. It was, but it did the thing. It did the job. And all I can remember is the feeling of the wet clay, the roll, roll, roll noise that it made, the pedal to make it go, the putting my fingers inside of the clay to try and make some sort of vase or bowl. I remember being so excited about it, and when it would be wobbly and I'd be like, oh shit, I would try and unwobble it, and I don't remember the finished product. I remember the creating of the finished product. I don't remember the finished product. So why am I telling you this? Because that is a great analogy for life. And I don't want to get all cheesy and hippy dippy and or anything like that. This is really golden shit, you guys. Like, I really want you to do your best to try and understand where I'm going with this. The creating, the journey is the precious and the meaning and the reason, and where all the good shit and the bad shit, all the love, all the hate, all the stress, all the contentment, all the frustration, all the elation is in the getting there. And you're always getting there. You're always creating. We have been brought up, and our culture dictates, society dictates that it's the destination, it's the goal that is where the gold is, where the awesomeness lies. But that's totally bullshit. And living in that kind of environment is devastating because you never fucking get there. You're always thinking about it. And even when you do get there, that's not it. It ends up being completely disappointing. Kindergarten to public school, to high school, to university or college, to a job, to a family, to a retirement. It's always what's next. It's never what's going on right now. And the right now is where all of it happens. And we lose that. And it's frustrating and irritating, and instead of being fulfilling. The destination isn't the fulfillment. The fulfillment is in the getting there. If you're planning a trip and you're excited about going somewhere and you're thinking about what you're going to pack and what you're going to do, and you buy the tickets and you're, in the days ahead, and you're, you can't wait for it. The enjoyment is in the creating of it, the looking forward to it, the moment that you're thinking of it. And then when you get there, what the fuck? What if it got destroyed by a hurricane or something, or the weather just sucked shit, or it was not what you expected? It wouldn't matter because the joy was in getting there. And even if it was the perfect destination and you were like, oh my God, I can't believe we're here. Then you're like, oh, I'm here. And then you plan stuff while you're there. You go and see those ruins, and you go and see that waterfall, and you go on that boat trip, and you go to that restaurant, and it's not the destination, it's the how and when and what ifs and oh my God and all that wonderful stuff. And as a kid, that was it. We knew that was it. You would draw a drawing and you would be scribbling away and creating, and then you'd be like, Mom, Dad, look, and they'd be like, oh my God, you put so much work into it. You put so much work into it. That's the stuff. Not the end result. Because all you do as a kid, here, take it, and I'm going to go do another one. Put that on the fridge, and I'm going to go create more. I'm going to go draw another one. I'm going to go grab my crayon. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to go to the dollar store and you're going to grab a box of crayons and you're going to grab a coloring book and you're just going to fucking draw. You're going to color in and out of the lines and you're going to bring back that memory. Because the end of it doesn't matter. What I want you to do is feel how great it feels to do, to be. And then all of a sudden time is not that much of an issue because you're not thinking about where you're supposed to be. You're already where you're supposed to be. So you don't stress about not having enough time. Now this doesn't mean you don't have goals. You don't set goals and you don't have something to look forward to. No, what it means is you just change the focus. You're just shifting the focus from that may never be and that takes you in a shitty space to this where you're excited about the goal and you're working towards the goal, and that's the shit. That's the bomb. That's it. That's the purpose. That's where it all is. And if you're in a really shitty space right now, if you're thinking, yeah, well, this life journey right now is just sucking. Like if you've got stuff going on that hurts and it's scary, what I want you to do is find something small that allows you to not necessarily laugh or smile, because maybe you don't have that in you right now, but gives you a little bit of hope. Because there's no way you're going from here to here, but maybe you can just go to here. So maybe it's seeing that chipmunk grabbing that acorn. Maybe it's waking up from a nap and just that split second before you remember there's a little bit of peace. Or maybe it's pouring yourself a cup of coffee and tasting how great that tastes. Or maybe it's looking at the leaves on the trees and being in awe of the fact that they're all the same. How does nature do that? And just find little moments in your day that bring you back to just a tiny bit of, okay. Yeah, okay, maybe. Just a tiny bit of hope, a little glimmer of hope. And then you'll find another one. And then you'll find another one. And then you'll find another one, and then things will start to brighten. The shit that you're going through might not disappear, but your involvement in it, the energy, the feeling that you have in it might be just a little bit clearer, a little bit better. I wouldn't say joyful yet, but hopefully eventually. And if you're in a shitty space and all you're thinking about is where you should be or where you think you should be or where you want to be, adding that to the equation is not helpful. You know that. Being in a shitty space and thinking, oh my God, if only I were there, is only going to make the shitty space worse, because now you're pining for something over there. It's just accentuating, is that the right word? What's going on. So take the focus off of whatever it is, let it be there, but to allow it to take place is to be here, aware of the steps you're taking towards it. That's the fucking gold. That is where it exists. That's where your contentment and joy and fulfillment lives, is in the creating. You are a creature. You are a creature. You are creating. So all of those, overused things, life is a journey, enjoy the moment, enjoy the ride, they're legit. They're stupid because they're just one fucking sentence and you're like, what? That might be my thing. I think I might take little, cheesy slogans and then expand on them. I think that might be my way of getting all of this out of my head and to you. So yeah, go get the crayons, go get the coloring book, and remember how good it feels to just create, and then remind yourself that, oh yeah, that's what this life is about. I'm creating. That's where I should be. And that is really being in the present moment. That is you being here, witnessing your creation. Not, you basically are, you have no time or space to be here if all you're thinking about is, the goal, the destination. If you're already there, you can't stay here. So stay here. Stay in the creation. You're fucking creative. You're creating your life. That's what it's all about. That's it for now.